I was driving him home from school one day, and, unlike most days, he answered the question, "How was your day?" and told me that his science teacher had proposed that he might be able to choose immortality by the time he was my age. And so, after a lively but very fast debate, he said, "Mom, all of these other factors don't matter. What have we learned about time from all of our stories? If it's infinite, it almost doesn't matter. We have more meaning and connection when we know that the time is finite." Yes, story had truly proven to be an invitation to a very deep relationship with my son and also to myself as we mindfully walked millions of miles in character shoes and learned hard lessons in their stories before we had to learn them in our own. And eventually, story became the medicine that I needed to heal. In 2007, I was inspired with my own message. Everything that I had learned, everything that I had experimented with Aaron, I thought, I'm going to share this with the world. I'm going to change the world with these profound insights and ideas and steps and tools and lessons. And magic started to happen in my life. And I found myself inside of a community when the magic came screeching to a halt because they asked me, why did it matter to me? And suddenly I was confronted with the painful stories, not sure whether I should tell them or not. I chose to try. And as the pain poured out through my stories, and I realized that I was receiving compassion instead of judgment, I knew for the first time that telling our stories in sacred spaces can help us to heal. It's medicine, and I needed it. 2 years later, it was time for me to start helping messengers from the very beginning, and story proved very valuable again. In fact, it was the answer to all of the questions that we needed to answer together. Why do you care about this story? Well, once upon a time, my life was a hot mess because I didn't have these messages, these lessons, these tools, these insights. And I like to give someone else a shortcut. Well, who would that be? Perhaps it's that character that